A Forest River Sabre 36 EST. And this is using a huck bolted frame as opposed to welded. And this frame is specific to this fifth wheel, which is a good thing. Can't really tell what type of Westlake, huh? Oh well. Oh, another thing about the under there is it's a segmented underbelly. It's a segmented underbelly. So you can just take off one piece if you have to repair it. There is a monitor there, and up front a monitor. So let us take a look in here. This is prepped for Starlink. It's a huge pass-through, huge. And you can see how it's a welded aluminum structure. There's a little table there, which is convenient. There's 120 here, and this is just basically a port outside, so you could run Starlink, or you could, if you had something you were plugged into, whatever. It's just super convenient. It's the powered pass-through storage. And then here is where you keep your backpack full of stuff. 20-pound propane bottles. Here's your front compartment and space for 2 batteries. There's your solar charge controller, spare tire, all that. Don't ship, show. More ride pin box. Okay, so they've changed the graphics for 2027. Pretty nice. It's a vacuum laminated wall, which is a good way to do things. Tankless water heater, of course, because that's what everyone's doing. Here is your connections and your exact level. Then again, the other side of... rack and pinion slide. There are 2 connections, and then it's got the better suspension system. Here's the back. Jump up. There's a kitchen back here, so that's why. And then you have just a wee storage, but it's convenient. Let's go up to the kitchen? No. They also are touting a tow package. So you could tow where it's legal up to 3,000 pounds, 300-pound tongue weight. There's a 4-pin connector and a 2-inch receiver. Cool. Cool. And then another leash latch. Now we go inside, out of the rain. Okay, let me just interrupt for just a moment. If you're looking to shop for your next RV, I used to work at an RV dealership, and that's how we started these RV reviews. We have an entire section on spacious.camping.com with tips and tricks for buying your next RV. And the big tip is buy your third RV first. In other words, get something that you're really going to like rather than buying one and upgrading. So we have that linked here at stresslesscamping.com. And now, okay, sorry to interrupt. And now back to the walkthrough. This is a really nice space. Nice big windows. It just feels enormous in here. Like it's house big. Hopefully that comes across on camera. It's like house big in here. And of course that's your sleeper sofa, but there's a recliner. The end here, these are recliners. So these two here. Sleeper sofas over here. Household and USB power, so you can... And then there's also a desk. That's pretty neat. And you have your dinette. Now I want to show you these blinds, and I'm not convinced. How's that? Okay, so the blinds you pull down, looks real good, right? And you're like, hey, what are these holes? So if you keep pulling, it makes it like a day shade. So it's like a day-night shade. It's new for 27. I think it looks nice. It's probably a bit fiddly for some folks, but it does look nice. So, and then it just, and she gone. So I'll show you that again. Oopsie. Just a nightshade, and you grab the inner one. Now you have day shade. So, interesting. I like these ropes around the lights. It just ties in with the rest of the style. But now let's look at the kitchen. Okay, so look at this. I mean, this kitchen is residential-esque. You have a trash can drawer here, and they're very proud of its all wood cabinetry. Whoops, sorry, did not mean to do that. Even drawers and such, all wood, so less likely to bend when it's humid. Good solid surface countertops, and lots of space. You got your gadget sink that has the veggie washer and that has the multiple inserts and all that. And then you have pull out. You can have water flights with your spouse if you want to sleep outside in a tent. Lots of cabinets here. They're not soft close, but that's all right. There's a huge stove and oven. It's still a 3-burner propane stove, but huge oven. And then you have a convection microwave as well. So you have a real proper-sized oven. And I feel like one of those cooking shows. Oh, lovey, you've got the proper-sized oven and a nice microwave. Ooh, ducky. Excuse me, I lost my mind for a minute. More cabinetry. Ooh, I have to show this to you. Little pull-out pantry. Okay, so here you have a nice pull-out pantry right by the stove, and let's take a look at the interior again. This is a very comfortable space to me. Oh, there's a ceiling fan up there. Let me move it so you could see it. And some space for your shoes under the steps. Look at the size of that TV and fireplace. Both are gigantic. It's raining outside. Okay, so here is the first of 2 bathrooms in this rig. And it has, oh, bummer, plastic turd burglar. Bah. But a little sink. mean, I suppose it's fine for... Oh, good job on plumbing, Sabre. Then there is either a big closet with a motion sensor light, or you could put a washer dryer in here. And it's neat that it's on the lower level, to me. But, you know. Okay. So this is the Cherokee Group's new control system. And I was told they're coming out with more info. Apparently the water sensors are significantly more accurate. You can basically run everything here. Climate control. All your systems. There are also physical buttons all over, and you even have your owner's manual here. So it's a neat new system. Cherokee Group's going to have it for 2 years and then see how it all works out. Don't forget the L sofa must be broken down before the slide is closed to avoid damage to your RV. Okay, upstairs we go. Okay, you are now in super view, like it's a super wide angle, obviously. So what we have here is a nice big mattress, and it's really thick. Hopefully you can see this. It is super not typical RV crappy mattress. Also, you have tables along the side here, and there's household and USB outlets on both sides. An HDMI dangler downer, and you can put a projector up here. It says projector prep with screen. There's a few shelves over there, but let's look at this. Okay, this here is a hamper. So you have your lid on top, and then you can just get to it from here. Obviously, some drawerage. And then there's the screen. Oops, there's the screen. If you put in a projector. And there's storage under the bed. Look at the front bathroom. It's enormous. Have this nice shower. It's a little like some people might have their head in the skylight, but for the most part it's good. And the skylight is pretty big, and there's a nice hook in there. Again, what do we have here? Oh, this one's porcelain. See? And then you have your dual sink, and you have your Tony, because that is a me roar. I hate that joke, and yet I continue to make it. What's wrong with me? Many things. You do have 2 medicine cabinets. And then look at the size of this closet. So remember, your washer dryer prep is downstairs in the guest bathroom. And up here there's shoe storage, a lot of hanging space. So there you go. Well, what'd you think of that? I was really impressed with what Sabre has done with that RV, and especially when you look at the value, it's about $114,000 MSRP. Pretty good value. In fact, if you look at the overall score on our RV report card, it actually earned a total of 4.5 out of 5. So it really, really did well. I'm curious what your feelings are on those blinds. I like the way they look. I like the functionality, but what do you think? And then a projector up in the bedroom, I really like that. In fact, at our house, our TV is a projector, and we have a big blank wall
But what do you feel about that? A lot of good things in this RV. I like the way a lot of this was thought through. A few things I wish they put better tires on it. As you know, I'm kind of a big stickler for high quality tires and anti-lock brakes and tire pressure monitors and all of that. I think those are important features, but they sell a ton of these things, and some of them are going to be seasonal. I could see this being a terrific fifth wheel if you like to entertain. And that kitchen was chef's kiss on the kitchen, and then that big couch and all that living space. And I can't express enough how open and airy that interior felt. Plus, you have a downstairs bath and then a huge upstairs bath. This looks like a great entertainer's fifth wheel. It's a big fifth wheel, of course, as you know. And anyway, as always, I really appreciate your input, your questions, anything like that down in the show notes below. We also do have a full written review of this that is linked in the show notes. And if you're looking for great tips, tricks, ideas, destinations, all that, plus we do a weekly RV and travel podcast. Uh, and that's all at stresslesscamping.com. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate what you think of this and any questions, comments, or any of that. And most of all, stressless camping.